I was confident the whole time that I was going to PR by half an hour. I did not. I did not PR. But I have never had an opportunity to run with other people for that long. Almost every race I do, I go out very conservatively and get dropped by the lead pack, and so I spend the entire day by myself. But today there was 3 or 4 of us West Coasters all together, so I got to spend the first 30 miles with Jorge, who's one of my best ultra running buds from the West Coast. So it was pretty special, and by about mile 25 we weren't talking as much anymore, but I mean, we were right next to each other, and it just felt awesome having that presence and kind of bonding opportunity. So I think we got a little closer today. I think we got a lot closer today.
Good. Suffer together.
Yeah, absolutely.
How was the course?
So elevation wise, it wasn't that crazy. It's about a little over 8,000 feet. Unfortunately, the worst of it came in probably the last 6 or 7 miles. There was like a 6 or 7 mile stretch with about 15 to go.
Right.
And so that was pretty brutal. And the trail throughout was slick rock. And I've run on slick rock on the West Coast and like Arizona, and that is actually not wet. It's just large rock surfaces. This was mossy, sharp rocks, and it just pounded the quads pretty seriously. So very different than what we're used to on the West Coast, where most of it's fire road, these beautifully groomed wood chip trails. So it was a different experience, but it was beautiful. I mean, look at this. It was amazing. I am very confident I got poison ivy, but a couple overgrown things, a lot of creek crossings. But the hard part was, I mean, I've crossed creeks all the time, and they weren't very deep, so that wasn't an issue. But getting out of a bunch of them, they had very sharp ledges to get back up, and because the other races had gone through there as well, they had become extremely muddy, and so there was just one part where I didn't know if I had the energy to climb up, and you're just grabbing onto roots, and it probably like added a minute to my mile for that section. But every time you get an opportunity to dip your legs in a little bit of ice cold water, definitely helps wake them up and keep you going.
This East Coast style with the rocks, how did you like it?
It makes it very difficult to get into a rhythm because you're constantly trying to chop up your stride just to make sure you don't eat it on a rock. I only had one tumble on the day. Unfortunately, I was double water bottled, so kind of took the brunt of the fall. My knee took a bit of a hit, and it's kind of a wake-up call just to pay attention, take it easy, because it can end your day if you don't do it correctly.
Some good patience helps.
Yeah, absolutely.